Klopp gives psychopathic vibes. I mean, I will equate his characters to that of this Breaking Bad actor. What is his name? Todd. So spoken guy who you think cares but is a very, very ruthless mother. I mean, you'll expect Klopp, the way he talks in his interviews, the way he behaves with these players, to be one of the good guys, but it turns out to be a sore loser. And I will say, so losers are among the best coaches. I don't think they don't lose. If you are a sore loser, it's highly unlikely that you lose. You could tell Guardiola is a sore loser. Mourinho is a sore loser. The biggest sore loser was Antonio Conte. And those guys, they just do not want to lose. And I think that's what makes Klopp one of the high performing managers, of one of the successful managers. You will expect, even as the season started, like his team was not going to perform. I mean, he had shipped all his midfielders away, he had lost money, he had lost a bunch of his strikers, and he replaced the entire midfield. And as you can see, even when you compare it to Chelsea, like replacing an entire midfield will not necessarily gives you returns immediately. But Klopp has found a way how he plays is just puff and half through the midfield, going like the way he plays. He has the center backs are usually these Hulk like guys. They're just stoic, big, huge. Van Dyke, Konate, or Matip, or then you have very technical fullbacks like the likes of Alexander, who was this guy, Smakers, or the other guy. Then you have donkeys at the midfield. Like those are people that work, like they run so like if you compare to any other midfield, you'll find that Liverpool midfielders have the highest areas covered. I will check the stats and give you the next analysis. But they are donkeys. Even before this one's came, like the likes of Anderson, Wajnaldam, and they are not highly technical, but they're just working so hard. Now Zobolai, Alistair. Then in front, whoever you pairs with Salah, I think Liverpool will suffer without Salah, but as currently with Salah, you expect that the guy will be converting his chances. So that's how Liverpool has maintained like for the past 6 years or so just to become the top level. There's just something within them that they make certain mistakes which makes Man City a better team over the last 7 or 6 years. But how they recover, how they do, even they were not under they were underperforming during preseason. When we started the first game, I think they drew with Chelsea, they lost, and then you expected that Liverpool will suffer. But right now, they're number two. And given that some of the guys they have bought, like I was wondering, even when they were buying them, like I had an issue, especially with Chelsea buying the likes of Havertz. Like these are guys that you don't really know their positions. You don't know if they're strikers or they're midfielders or they're number 10s or they're wingers. And the way Klopp bought a person like Gakpo, I was also wondering what was he thinking? Like people like Gakpo, who's this guy? Havertz, and some of them they are very technical, but they don't fit on any position. So you think that these guys gelling with the team, they need a team such as Man City where you're just part of a whole, like you're not in existence, like your existence is just like a web, like you're playing like a web, you're just a point, we call it a node. You're not like you're not covering space, you're not covering an area. That's what I thought Klopp, but Klopp doesn't play like that. Klopp needs people to cover their area, to be in control of their area, to be in control of how they play in their, if they're mid, how they connect, how they move. So I thought Liverpool will suffer, but how he has turned, I think his half and puff game is fitting his team so well. And in this episode, I just want to say the best first 11 combined between Man City and Liverpool, given that this will be the biggest game this season. And I'll go right straight to it. At the keeper, you have Ederson and Alisson. Like, I don't have to choose for it. Like, the Brazilian teams usually choose Alisson. Alisson is the best. Like, there's no any way any person will choose Ederson over Alisson. So, I'll go with Alisson. Right back is a little tricky between Walker and Alexander Arnold. Like, Walker is technical and athletic. Alexander is technical, but at the same time, he lacks certain defensive characteristics. So I will have to choose Kyle Walker. Then at the center back, right center back, it's Diaz against Konate. That is usually like nobody will choose Konate over Diaz. Even if you hate Man City, I don't think anybody will go that way. And then again, there's no any defender in Man City that is above Van Dijk. So you'll always have that. Then on left defense, you're comparing Simikas because why is this guy's name's not coming up against people like Nathanaki and Vadiol? As much as I like Simikas, I think I'll go with Vadiol. Defensive mid again. There's no any question. I'll go with Rodri. Like Rodri is the best defensive midfielder currently in the world. I don't think anybody is doing the work that he does. The two other midfielders, first, I'll go with Zoboslai because he's technical, he's athletic, he just does his work the way his work should be done. And the other one I was thinking between McAllister and Bernardo Silva because, but again, how Bernardo Silva plays and how he, like, nobody plays like Bernardo Silva if he wanted, not like if he wanted, if he had, I don't know what he was like Messi region. If he wanted to do the work that Messi does, he will be doing it like so easy. He dribbles past people so quick. He has quick feet. The only thing he lacks is the body size, or I think. Then, no question, nobody beats Salah at the wings currently in the whole world. Like, Salah is the best. Then, left winger, you're comparing the likes of Diaz to Doku. I mean, that's also uneasy. Like Liverpool and Man City, just there's no struggle making the team. Then, striker, as always, who you are comparing with to Haaland? Nunes is good. He has a shoddy. He has a bad first touch. Like his first touch is nearly similar to Lukaku, but he has best high shots. He's quick. But I think I'll always go with Haaland. Don't know who are making such noise. Okay, this is my first 11. I know Liverpool will be like, why do you just have four people around? But that's just how Liverpool is. So my prediction for this game is I don't know. I will want a draw. I really want a draw, but they're in Etihad and I just can't. I think anybody who gets a red will lose, which highly likelihood. highly likely that Liverpool will get a red. So probably Man City will win. It will be a high scoring game, but I wish it went draw.